Okay, now we're not in vertical anymore. I promise at some point I'll figure out how live streaming works. Hello, silly animals. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Maple. Yes, hi again. Now we are in not vertical anymore, so that's great. Let me turn on the light. It's kind of dark in here. I'm doing good. It's good that you're doing good, silly animals. Hey, Wolfie. Also, you guys, today I'm streaming on Instagram and YouTube again. So if you hear me answer comments that you don't see, then they're on the other platform. Good. How about you? I'm also good, Ash Fur Fox. I'm dying from period cramps. That's not great. I'm so sorry that's happening to you. I wish I could help you, but I have a heated blanket. I can recommend that. Stream started at the perfect time. Oh, that's good. Why does it start at the perfect time? What are you doing right now? Honestly, today I think I'm pretty, decently on time. Okay, what was I trying to do? Get it right. Today we're making some really, really cute keychains. So I can show you some finished ones. Let me just pick a few. So this is what we're making. These little puff balls. There's the camera. There's the camera. They get little eyes, and they will have a keychain. Those have not arrived yet. And they all look, slightly different, and these are all kind of leftover fur bits. I know, I have an entire box currently. I made 27. And some of which already have gotten lost because my parents wanted some. Oh, they're so silly. Thank you. By the way, guys, if you have an idea, because I have no idea what to call them, I'm very, very open to, suggestions. Because, I don't know, I feel like they need a fun name. And again, I have no ideas. My head just goes to things that already exist. I'm like, this is a Bibble. I'm like, no, Bibble is a creature from Barbie. Can't be called Bibble. Paperwork. I gotta sort through 4 boxes of papers. Oh, that's a lot. I also have to do paperwork. I missed the deadline for my paperwork, and so that's not great. So I wish you good luck on your paperwork. I hope you get through it well. These eyes are a bit small, aren't they? They look like owls. They do look like owls. Also, my parents have a Persian cat with yellow eyes, and these puffballs do look like that cat, which is kind of funny. It's 3 for me. 3 a.m. or 3 p.m.? Because I feel like that's a huge difference. It's 12. Currently, I hear the church bells. Always feel like I live in the medieval times when the church bells ring to tell me the time. An answer right here with questions. also call the puffs scuffles. It's 4 a.m. What are your questions, Joseph? Also, I'm gonna write down scuffles because that's cute, and I don't want to forget it. Where's my paper? More importantly, where's a pencil? Scuffles. I cannot write. Okay. Do you sell them? Yes, these will be for sale at my next convention. And then whatever is left will go up on my website. Hello, confused Satin Claw. How are you doing? Who else likes Owl House here? I have not seen Owl House. I feel like I'm missing out again. I'm good. How are you? Oh, it's good that you're good. I'm also good. I'm making little puffballs that are potentially going to be called scuffles, or maybe not. I feel like scuffle sounds a bit like they're getting into a fight. Oh, I could put like one of these puffballs somewhere on screen so you can see it. Actually, let me get one. Which one was cute? I want one with big eyes. Let's go for this guy, I guess. Let's put him here. There we go. How about just one? And there was a shirt saying it's Goon o'clock. Maybe it is just Goon o'clock. For fursuit head lips, do you use silicone? Also, how many fabrics do you use for paws? So for lips, I don't use silicone. Do I know anyone who does? I think like silicone is, I mean, if you want to go silicone, it's paw pads and tongues, but really just for realistic suits. I think for lips, I know someone who uses epoxy, which I find terrifying, but she's amazing at it, so it looks really good. I go for fabric. So I've tried like felt stuff, but I didn't like it that much because it doesn't hold up over time as nicely, or just standard minky for lips. And then how many fabrics do you use for paws? 3. Is that important? So you use a standard fur, then something for the paw pads, which is usually a minky, and then if you want lining, that would be your fabric number 3, which for me is a double-sided jersey. I'm back on my other account. Maple likes switching accounts. Okay, so this thing goes in the box. Next one. I have like 6 in this same shade of blue. I want a fursuit so bad. I mean, you have a few options on how to get one. You could make one or you could purchase one. I always feel the intense need to put yellow eyes on like blue little puffballs, but I feel like this is such a, it's a lot. I don't know if you can even see that. I also don't have that many yellow eyes anymore. Also, what I'm doing here is a bit of a production line. So for now, I'm stuffing them, and then they will be stitched closer after. It's just easier to stuff all of them and then to do all the sewing. If it was a black fluff ball, it would look like a cat with yellow eyes. That's true. Thing is, like, I'm using up my leftover fur bits here, and a while back, someone asked me if they could have my black leftover fur bits and the white, and they took a lot of dark blue. So I cannot, like, I currently don't have any black leftover fur bits, so there will be no black puffballs. Also, puffball is, I guess, an option for a name for them. But yeah, it would be really cute to have one black with yellow eyes. Thank you for the info. I'm getting closer and closer to gathering my tools and materials to make my first head, paws, and tail. You're a big inspiration. That's very cute. I'm happy to be an inspiration. I'm like, fingers crossed that your project goes well. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm stuck here anyways. I cannot run away. They're very expensive. How long does it usually take to make one? Hours, days, weeks? It depends on like what you're making and how complicated the costume is. I once tracked the time with one. I feel like I've told this story kind of a lot, but I'm happy to tell it again. I tracked the time for one, and it took me 18 hours, which isn't long at all. It was the simplest project imaginable. It didn't have eyebrows. And nothing went wrong, and I was in really good condition. I don't think I could, even on the same project and the same design, repeat that time, but that is the absolute minimum that it's ever going to take me to make a fursuit head. Usually it takes longer. Okay, we have a lot of name suggestions. I'm going to write them all down. Thank you, guys. You're so helpful. Where's my pencil? So, Fluffles. Fluffles is also cute. It sounds less like they're fighting. Fluffles or Silly Fluffy Guys. I think Silly Fluffy Guys is maybe a bit long, but I write it down anyway. I will run all of these by my mom because she has opinions. Fluffy Guys. And then Puzzles. Like, this thing is, there's a German word, Fuzzle, which means, what does that mean in English? I'm stumped. However, it's too close. I think it's too close to Fuzzle, which is kind of fitting. I'd write it down. Like, fuzzle is, you know, when you take like a bit of fur and it just flies around, that's a fuzzle. Which is also something that furries often use for other furries. Lint, I think. Yeah, maybe it's lint. It's close to lint. Like, a fuzzle can be anything. I know there's a German furry YouTuber who calls his followers his fuzzle, which is fitting. So I think fuzzles kind of works like that. We have fur buddies. Fur buddies might already be a thing. Like, I have to Google that. Or flu face. Yeah, maybe. I think it has to be something kind of unique-ish. I think I like fluffles because it's so close to waffles. Which does sound tasty. Should we put red eyes on the green one just to make it demonic? Or is that too much? I think I don't have big red eyes anymore. I just have small ones. Now I'm hungry for waffles. Yeah, same. I already had breakfast, so it's at bay. But I do have a waffle making thingamabob. I could make some. I don't like that. I feel like I want to just put yellow eyes on everything. That is not the solution. But maybe it's the solution to this one. If you have leftover eyes, you can make one with many eyes. I love that. Yes. Like, I have this entire box of eyes. I will not need, you cannot see those, that's off screen. But I have this box of eyes. I will definitely have some left over. So, I believe I could make one that has, but which color? Like right now, the only ones I have left is this turquoise and this darker bluish turquoise and this green. So which one gets many eyes? I have this in 2 sizes. Is it funnier if the small guy gets a lot of eyes or if the big guy gets a lot of eyes? Green for alien, that's yes. Obviously, why did I not come up with that one? Wish we had googly eyes for the silliness. Oh, yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure, like, these are, you know, safety eyes. These things are supposed to be, like, yeah, keychains, but they're also supposed to be stress toys. You can throw them, you can, like, knead them. They're kind of fun to knead because of these, like, this stuff that I put in. And also, if you throw them, most of the time they will end up with their bottom down, which is really fun, I think. You can just chuck them around the room and they will sit upright. So the eyes need to survive being chucked around the room and kneaded and pulled around. So we need safety eyes. And I don't think there's safety googly eyes. I would have to Google that. Okay, so we're gonna make the alien green, but I think colorful eyes would be too much with you know, too many eyes. So we're gonna make them black. That's my executive decision. The question is, what size? Small ones or big ones? Is it overwhelming if I put in these and just, how many? How many is too much? We could also put some on the back. Now I'm out of control. Maybe both, like both sizes. Maybe. Put 2 sizes of eyes on this thing. Maybe. Oh yeah, like, you know, 2 big ones and then smaller ones around the big ones. That's what I'm thinking. I think that could work. It will look like a spider. And people will be afraid of it. Okay. Also, usually I just chuck these on. Like, if they're not straight, they're not straight. I don't care. I feel like for this one, they need to be somewhat symmetrical, which is going to be quite the challenge. Okay, I should probably go to bed. It's like 3:15 for me. Yes, you should. That sounds like a really good idea. Have a good night. Sleep well. Did you hand sew this or sewing machine? Sewing machine thus far. So they will be hand sewn shut in the end, but this far it's all machine. It's just quicker, honestly, and a bit sturdier. Okay, so we have standard 2 eyes, and now we're going to put more eyes around them. Let's get out of control. Love how everyone's saying good night. That's so cute. Can you make them 8 legs? I think I could, but it's not practical for what I'm doing right now. Do I need these? I need the smaller ones for that. Someone asked me if I could make these as like animal faces. So if we add ears and noses, they would almost be faces. But that would be so much more work. So I'm not sure if I will ever do that. Okay, we need to, I think I need to trim the fur here a bit. Usually I do that later, but I don't see anything. Without the faces, it kind of looks like very fat brush buddies. What are brush buddies? What hair color should I make for my OC? I mean, what color does your OC have outside of hair? What color is it in general? I don't know. It's an animal from an anime, but my friend loves them. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have 4 eyes, which are barely visible because everything's too fluffy. Question is 4 eyes enough, or do we need more than 4? Peach tone, your OC is peach tone. I mean, if you want something contrasting, you could go for a nice brown, a darker brown. I think that could be really cute. Or an orange, if you want something less natural. We need 6 eyes. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to position them below the other eyes. There. Maybe. Yeah, 6 eyes. Okay. This is getting out of control. Now I know why I don't usually do more than 2 eyes. It's so much work to get these symmetrical. Anyway, I'm going to give it orange and light green highlights with brown hair. That sounds very nice. That sounds very pleasant. Okay, I think more eyes would be too many eyes. Or do we need more? No, we can't. You can't even see them. It looks like they're entirely lost. I'm going to stuff this, and then I'll give it another trim and we'll see. Also, I'm not sure if I have enough plastic balls for all of my little guys. Okay, so now we need to trim his face so that we actually see his eyes. I don't know why I've decided he's a guy. It's just, it happened. Let me get the other scissors. Those are better. Maybe I should have, you know, gone for more big eyes instead of the small ones, because the small ones are barely visible. Well, I guess I have to trim the fur better. I saw you on Instagram, but then I didn't really hear anything from you. I was surprised when you started the live stream. Yeah, so the thing is, I've been a bit lazy with posting on Instagram and TikTok, to be honest. Mostly because I don't like editing. So it's, you know, a bit hard to stay motivated. But I'd like to do more content again. I say that every time someone asks me, I want to do more content again, and then I don't do it. Halloween vibes from the fluffy eye. Yeah, very much, right? Because of the green and the many eyes. I like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, hello to you. I didn't say hi to you. He will have a very special place in my heart, I think. Oh, so cute. Thank you. I feel like the eyes work for him. Furry, yes. This is my I have too much fur left over project. Do you go fursuiting? Very rarely, honestly. If I fursuit, I mostly do it for social media. So like to record videos and stuff. But there's not really many options to fursuit in my area. And I don't really like fursuiting at conventions. So if I go to cons, I usually, or I'd rather cosplay, to be honest. Okay, he's done. He goes in the box next. If I put blue eyes on him, is that too blue and blue? I gotta go, bye. Okay, bye. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope to see you another time. If they make a Murder Drones fursuit, I'm definitely going to buy it. Murder Drones comes up again and again and again in these streams. People mention it all the time. And I still haven't watched it. I'm so sorry. I'll watch it, I promise. At some point I'll have to. At least I now know what it is. We're making progress. Now I'm going to buy it first. I'll have to look at if, you know, Murder Drones is something that can even be turned into a fursuit. And also if it's something where I will get sued if I do. Because if that's the case, then, you know, can't make it. But first I'll have to see if I even like Murder Drones and if I like the design before I promise on making any fursuits. And I have to finish my Zuko. I've seen someone do a protogen based on Murder Drones, but I think it would have to be styled on Murder Drones. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I should probably Google it. Have a look at the design. Should we do that? I have my iPad somewhere. We could have a look at what Murder Drones looks like. But I'm not super, like, I probably won't make a protogen anyway. So if I made a suit, it would not be a protogen. Oh, okay, yeah. I could make a fursuit out of that. That's pretty easy. Besides, like, the electronics in the face, I guess. Though I think this would look like, I'm not sure if this is really something you want to be a fursuit. Like, it makes more sense to me to do the hair with like fur or wig hair. Fur is, I think, could work texturally. And then make the face smooth. I think it wouldn't even be impossible to, you know, make the face like a protogen so that it can have different expressions. But I don't know enough about electronics to do that. Okay, next fluff ball. So I cannot put yellow eyes on this one again. There's, like, I shouldn't. Just be careful of the fan art when searching murder drones. Okay. I'm not afraid of weird fan art. I've stumbled upon a lot over time. The amount of weird My Little Pony fan art that I, for some reason, I don't even like My Little Pony. It just comes up. It's like, here you go. Look at these ponies doing things. I'm like, no, please stop. Please. Watch it tomorrow. It's made by the same people that made the amazing Digital Circus. Yeah, I'll see. I don't know, my brain always needs to marinate on the idea of watching a new show. I don't know why. It's pretty rare that someone recommends me a show and I just watch it. Even if I want to watch it, it just takes time to get my mind ready. Like, I really want to watch the new Avatar movie and I just haven't gotten myself to do it. Even though I really want to. It's so weird. Oh, that makes no sense. I have a Murder Drones poster on my door. You seem very excited. Honestly, I would love to have more, you know, art in my living space. But I always find that very hard to do. I don't know. It just feels more complicated in my mind than it probably is. That's my favorite show. All right. I have the whole of episode 5 memorized. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm really missing out here by not having watched it. Okay, next. Oh, I think this is a big guy. I'm going to give it huge eyes. Of both the Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones, so fan of both. Yeah, still I've watched the first episode of Amazing Digital Circus, and it wasn't, I mean, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it so much that I really wanted to return. I thought it was kind of fun. And I think if the like YouTube algorithm would have been like, here's a second episode, I would have watched it. But for some reason it never showed up and I just forgot it existed. Episode 4, I love it. Okay. I feel like every episode is good. From what you're saying. I also still need to watch the second season of Has-Been Hotel. Still haven't watched that one. Which is severely embarrassing considering how much Has-Been Hotel fan art I have at my convention table. So Amazing Digital Circus has curse words. I mean, that happens, I guess. Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Bus do too have a lot of like curse words. I'm not afraid of them. I recently read an amazing fanfiction for a franchise that does not have curse words at all in the show, and they just invented curse words, and I loved it, and I kind of want to implement those curse words into my own speech, but I don't know, I just don't curse enough to do that. Bro, I keep seeing clips of Has-Been Hotel and it annoys me so much because I can't watch it. Why can't you watch it? I mean, it's a decent show. I didn't love it, I liked it. I'm more of a Hell of a Boss person, I think. I'm just obsessed with Fizzaroli, I guess. If he's not there, I ain't happy. That's why my favorite episode of Hell of a Boss is also Mammon's musical special, is it called? I don't know. The one where Fizzaroli is basically in frame the entire time. Underage, okay, yeah, that's a shame. I guess you'll have to wait then. I mean, at least the show doesn't run away. At some point, you can watch it. Also, I'm not sure if it's actually so bad. Is it 18 plus on Amazon? Because I think 16 would be fine. Like, maybe I'm just wrong, but it doesn't feel too bad, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's 16 plus. Okay, yeah, I guess. That would make sense to me. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I've never watched it. I think I watched like the first episode, didn't like the humor, and then left. I have a friend who absolutely adores it. Oh, by the way, there will be at the convention I'm at, there will do a like sticker exchange for Has-Been Hotel Hell of a Boss, and I'm so excited, and I will be there. They're doing it on 2 days, and I'm bringing a helper for that convention, and my helper might also partake in the sticker exchange, so she might go one day, I might go the other day, and I'm hoping I will get a ton of stickers. It's about police. Yeah, I know what Brooklyn Nine-Nine is, I didn't watch it. I don't know. Not my cup of tea, I guess. Also, I haven't watched that many police shows. I think I only like him if something else is going on. I watched Altered Carbon, which is also technically, at least in the first season, a police show, and I love that one, but it's also, you know, science fiction and people don't die and cloning and that kind of shenanigans. And I liked looking at the actor. In the UK, it's rated 15 plus. Okay, yeah. Then I believe over here it should be 16 plus because 15 plus isn't really a thing. I think also if you watch something that's 18 plus, you might have to put in like a pin or something. Or is that just Netflix? Now I had that issue before where I needed to input some kind of safety pin when I wanted to watch something on Netflix. Hi, I'm back. You were gone for how long? 30 seconds? Welcome back. 30 seconds, okay. My OC is going to be faceless. Interesting. Like, no eyes, no mouth, no nose. How do they live? How do they survive? Is there lore here? I can't draw faces. Oh, that's the reason. But that is very relatable. Faces are very hard. Sin and murder drones, she's creepy. Okay. Guess I'll have to see and find out at some point. No, not that creepy. She appears in episode 7, episode 8. Okay. What was the creepiest thing you guys ever watched in terms of TV shows? Because I have to say, I don't like horror movies at all. The only horror movie that I watched because I really searched it out was Midsommar, and I loved it. That was amazing. But besides that, I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch scary stuff at all. And I think the scariest shit I ever watched was Teen Wolf. Like, Teen Wolf starts very chill, and then for some reason it goes into this everyone's gonna murder you and you will die, and it's creepy and scary, and then I dropped it because it was too scary for me. Which I think shows what kind of wimp I am if Teen Wolf is too creepy for me. There's only 8 episodes of Murder Drones, 9 episodes of The Amazing Digital Circus. Already though, like, I feel like I discovered the first, like, I know I discovered the first episode when only that one was out. And it feels like that was only a few years ago. I mean, the production must have been pretty fast. Or maybe it's been longer than I remember. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Have you ever heard of Doki Doki Literature Club? Yes. I have not watched it, but I've heard of it. It's one of those things that I'm scared of approaching for some reason. Not sure if that's, warranted, or if I'm once again being a wimp. Babadook say, spooky movie, I couldn't sleep for a whole night after that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like I just don't like spooky movies when they're dark. Any sort of daylight horror, I'm probably on board, like Midsommar. It's a dating sim, alright. Kind of psychological horror at the end. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I mind like psychological horror as much as there's a weird monster and it's gonna eat you. I forgot to put in eyes. I'm an idiot. Okay. Guess I'll put the eyes in now. Did I forget with the last one? No. Okay, so this is the last puff I can do. Firstly, because I'm running out of my little plastic beads. And secondly, because I don't have any puffs prepared anymore. So I'm going to move on to a different task in a second. The red beads look like something from Animal Hospital. Okay, interesting. I don't know what Animal Hospital is. I'm once again totally lost. Will your mom ever be a special guest in a live stream? No. She won't. Why? That's such a specific question. I mean, I talk about my parents sometimes, but not that often. The thing is, my mom does not speak English, really. Like, teeny tiny bit. So, like, the only way she could ever be here is if I translated everything she said. Like, first I'd have to translate everything you guys say to her, and then I'd have to translate what she says back. That's just not practical. Besides the fact that she wouldn't want to. Animal Hospital is a game in Roblox. Okay. I am in fact too old for Roblox. Like, that came into fashion after I was, like, I don't know, not a kid anymore. Sorry, oh, no need to apologize for anything. No worries. Okay, let's put that away. Okay, just wanted to ask how proud she is of you. I think my parents are decently proud of me. Like, I made my own business and stuff, and that's, I guess, pretty cool. Oh, I still need to stuff this. I get, like, you know, sometimes I get questions if my parents dislike the furry stuff and they don't care. There's, like, a lot of people who say that, you know, you shouldn't tell your parents about being a furry and things like that. And I just never cared about that. I never took it that seriously. Everyone always knew this is my job. Everyone in my family knows. Nobody cares. There's no furry hate in my family. So that's not an issue. Okay, this is the last puffball that I can stuff for now. Look guys, we have an entire box of unfinished puffballs. I feel like puffball is slowly establishing in my brain, and it shouldn't. Yesterday to my other YouTuber friend, I said, buy all my murder drone pookies. It was so funny. I guess it would be funny if, you know, I'd watched murder drones, but I'm missing context. Okay, so we're gonna continue working on some different keychains because I have more than one flavor of keychain. I think my 3D printer is still printing. Are you still printing? Oh wow, it needs another 1.5 hours. That's kind of long, not gonna lie. Oh no, I dropped it. That wasn't great. So I mean, at least I'm stress testing my keychains. Going to start with the murder drone stuff because I think everyone is annoyed with me. I'm not sure if everyone is annoyed with you, it's just that not everyone can answer you and talk to you. Okay, so these are my clicker keychains in the shapes of noses. Just wanted to show you guys that. They click like noses. And I have these like different variations. I have this is a sparkle variation, and then I have fluffy variations. And I have cats and dogs, but I have not printed the cats yet. Not annoyed, just unaware of this murder drone. Yeah, same. I should probably put these in a box instead of just putting them on the table, but now it's too late. Okay. So, I'm not sure if metallic is the correct option, but I guess. I mean, gold and silver always works. This works, okay. The red one first, this one. I think I'm going for black metallic for the red one, because this one most definitely does not fit. I'm back. Welcome back, Maple. This one does not fit either. I'm gonna go for this one. Excuse me, you're excused. Stop. Why stop? What's going on? Nobody knows. Okay. So, first one is done. And this will be in my gacha machine, so you get what you get. Could you guys not be annoyed with one another? I don't know what's going on here. I don't think there's anything to be annoyed about. I'm finished with my OC, that's great. So what are you gonna do now that you're finished with your OC? Do you have another fun project? I feel like I probably should have just ordered a bunch of these ones instead of all these different colors, because these ones fit best. Guess the silver one also works okay, but I'm kind of afraid that I will end up with a lot of gold key rings because I just don't fit the vibe. Maybe I'll use them for something else at some point. I'm going to take a break from drawing for only a bit today. That's fair, we all need a break sometimes. I'm just a chill manta ray hanging out. Don't know what I did wrong. I also don't know what you did wrong. I don't think you did anything wrong. Purple one next. The dark purple or the light purple? Question is which? The light, okay. Which color fits? I could go for silver. Silver could work pretty well. This is not, this is a no. I shall swim away. Good night to you all. Alright, thank you for hanging out with us. Have a great rest of your day or night. I think the silver one is the only one that fits. I think I didn't pick a silver ring. It's so hard to tell which one is silver. Yeah, that one wasn't silver. I wish I could already pack these, but I don't have the capsules yet to put these in. No, I just broke my favorite necklace. That's bad. However, maybe you can fix it. Maybe you just need some rings, of which I have many. You can fix it. Maybe that's your next project, fixing the necklace. Drinking the smoothie at 12:03 because I live in Ireland. Why do these two facts have anything to do with one another? I can't fix it. Oh no, that's a shame. Maybe something about it is salvageable? Green, okay. Green next. It's really hard to tell which ones are silver and which ones are not. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with silver specifically. It's growing mold, so I can't fix anything from it. Oh no, that doesn't sound salvageable. Okay. I need a box I can put these in. Also, guys, I don't know if you can see that on camera at all, but they sparkle on the bottom. I got a new build plate for my printer specifically for this project because I wanted the bottom of these things to sparkle. Let me get a box. Most boxes I have glitter for reasons, so that's a problem. Guess we can go with this one. kind of necklace is it that it can grow mold? That's also a good question. I'm assuming something that has like lace or fabric. Surely it's not entirely metal, is it? I chew on it like every day, and it's where the gem bit is randomly. Oh, okay. That is strange. But I understand the need to chew on necklaces. I used to do that so much. And I don't even know where that necklace ended up. It was a friendship necklace. I think we could pack some stickers. Should we pack some stickers? It was only a cheap necklace. Maybe you can find a good replacement. There are special necklaces for chewing. That's true, but I feel like oftentimes they look like they're made for chewing. Like they are these plastic knobs. And I just, honestly, I don't like them that much. I think they don't look very good. Which is also something you usually want in a necklace, that it looks nice. Where's my sticker box? Now that's an important question to have and to answer. The amount of time I lose something in my workshop is honestly silly. Here are my stickers. Okay, so this is my small capsule machine, and this one will be filled with stickers. Thing is, I don't like all the colors of balls. And you can only get these in a pack of 50. So I have 100. Because I thought 50 was too little, but 100 is too many. So we might be able to sort out the yellow ones, because those make me the most unhappy, I think. Do I have a box somewhere? Honestly, I ordered these bolts, and then in the description it said pastel. They didn't come in pastel. I was hoping for like cute pinks and a pastel purple, pastel green. Nope. That's not what we got. The other ones are so cute though. Yeah, but they don't really, I feel like they don't fit my color concept. Because I can show you my artist alley table and then you can see if you think the yellow. Like the other option would be to get rid of the green. I definitely want to keep the purple. I want to keep the blue. So this is my artist alley table. I have a lot of pink. That's why I wanted the balls in pastels. Though I guess, you know, the yellow ones fit the fursuits that I'm bringing. Would you rather, like, the other option is to get rid of the red, because the red is also kind of bright and doesn't fit my concept that well. If only this was pink. Somewhere around my workshop, I should have an entire bag with stickers with my logo on them. The question is where I put that. I guess the yellow ones also make it brighter. Maybe I should get rid of the green then. Keep the yellow, ditch the green. Going to Comic-Con, that's great. I hope you have a good time out at Comic-Con. You know what, I could also like pack everything besides the yellow and the green and then I can decide later on. Which ones I want to add. I wanted to make more sticker designs anyway, I just don't really have ideas, that's the biggest issue. So for now these will be filled with small rainbows and paws and maws. I'm dressing up as a fursona, like for the Comic-Con. Like wearing a fursuit or just dressing up fursona adjacent. Let's see if these even fit in there, because if not, I'd be mad. I wish this would fit in there. Does it? Can I roll that and then it fits? Kind of. I mean, it's in there. I'm not sure how much it likes being in there. But you can stick it down even if it's bent. So I guess I'm going to do that. So I wanted to leave out the green and the yellow. Does anyone else get sudden burst of inspo and has to draw immediately? I wish. But no, for the most part I don't. Nope, the other way around works better. I get that, and then the thing I want to draw never turns out good. Oh no. The thing with me in drawing is also I don't like drawing that much. I just entirely fell out of love with it. So sometimes I get the urge to draw and then I'm like, no, just leave it be. It's not going to turn out anyway. Visit hashtag the tail company for more info. Is that a meme? Or am I missing something? Love the process of drawing but hate the result. I hate the process of drawing and I hate the result. Gotta go, see you soon. All right. Maybe later today or maybe tomorrow. Not sure how long I'll be on. Tail company make moving tails, ears, and paws. Yeah, I did know that. Just the way you said it made it feel like there's something more to it. They're iPhone connected and controlled. Yeah, I know about the tail company. I've heard about them before. I didn't want to do the green ones. But have you, like, do you own stuff from the tail company? Because I've been tempted, honestly. I would love to have an electronic tail, to be honest. But then again, it feels kind of impractical to control. Should I put 2 in some of these balls just for funsies? Like, make it a bigger win. Then I'll run out of stickers so quickly. No, I shouldn't. Keep it fair. Put the same amount of stickers in every ball. Yay, finally I have friends that know what they do. I mean, there's the tail company and then there's the second one that also does electronic tails. And I find them both very interesting. They have very different philosophies in approaching that subject. And I honestly would love to try both, but I don't have money, so I can't. Hello, Evil Cheddar Official is back. How are you doing today? I started my first object shell. What's that? And how does it work? But that sounds great. Doing good. That's nice. Tail company do wings. Yeah, they've expanded, right? Wings, ears, all that kind of stuff. Wings is also interesting. I'd love to do some, like I've done bat wings before with the arms on the inside. But I'd love to do wings that are controlled with strings where you can pull them up. That's it on the back. Object shows like BFDI, I don't know what that is like contestants must compete for something like Dream Island. Okay. That's totally outside of my world, but it sounds very fascinating. If by 2 teams or more, if a team loses, the audience votes who will get eliminated. Okay. Hello, Chandra. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Cats for Life. Also welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good, I'm going to start lining my first head. Why are you using a sad emoji with that? Are you scared? I'm pretty sure you're going to do well. I believe in you. Nope, have to put it in the colored part. That works better. Good, how are you? I'm also good. I'm filling tiny balls with stickers today. Also, probably no one's interested in that, but I have pretty exciting news because I might finally get a kitchen. I haven't had a kitchen for a few years now, which sounds much worse than it is. But I might finally get a kitchen. I'm not sure how to do it, and I don't have extra materials for a second try. Oh, I can understand. That is kind of scary. I get it. Just, I guess, go slow. Cutting is the scary part. Once you've gone on to sewing, that's the easier part because you can always, you know, take it apart again and redo it. Sewing is kind of impermanent. That makes it less scary. It's mostly because I hate patterning. I can understand that one. I also hate covering shit in tape. That's why I've cut it out of my work process. But I still believe you can do it. I made eyelets for my first fit and that was easy at least. Honestly, I find eyelets much harder than lining. Maybe that's just me. But I've never really made, you know, magnetic eyelets that I was truly happy with. It's always like, something's wrong. Something's bothering me. Is this 2? Yeah, that's 2. Only 1. I made Velcro one. Oh yeah, I made Velcro ones too. And they just didn't stick that well. And after a while, the eyelashes I made underneath looked like ass. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm never doing Velcro ones again. So I'm back to magnets. But magnets are very thick. So they don't make me too happy either. Also, I don't really like using Velcro around fur because at some point, I feel like the fur, you know, makes the Velcro not stick anymore. They don't, but when you put fur, they stick better. I'm trusting the process. Yeah, it's gonna be fine, I think. Like fursuit making is a lot of learning that kind of just never stops. Okay, I want to keep one of each of those. This one has problems. Question is, can I fix here? Yeah, okay. I can pack one more of these. And then I guess a few more rainbows, and then I'll be done with that. Gotta go now. I'm going to watch 100 tutorials on lining. Thank you for swinging by. Good luck with your lining. I hope everything works out well. Okay, 2 more. I think I will have to make a whole bunch of new stickers because I'm kind of running out of everything here. Oh, that's just one. Come on, close, you little ball. There we go. Okay. So I need to put on my list that I need to make new paws and maws sticker because I'm pretty much out of those. And a few more rainbow stickers as well. Nope, other way around. But I feel like my machine looks pretty cute. I feel like a few more balls would be nice. Want to fill up the entire thing so that I'm not carrying around air. Also, there's no money in there. Okay. I have to see if I still have enough sticker paper to make more stickers. me grab my human noses. That was a sentence I never thought I'd say. Okay, these are my human nose clicker keychains. And I wanted to do some more like shading on these. I think some of these are pretty finished. Some of them are definitely not. Okay, I think this one is pretty decent. For some reason it has a blue line on the bridge of a nose. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that one. I'm pretty happy with this one. Maybe something a bit darker would be nice though in the nostrils, so let's do that. Yeah, I think this one is good. This one needed more shading, definitely. And more darkness. Maybe I should go for like a really dark brown. Not sure if that was dark enough. We're going to see. Gosh, I feel like everyone just left at the same time. I think my later streams get a bit more attention. Maybe I should stream later in the day. Or maybe today is something. Oh, also today is Eurofurence. So it could be that it's pretty empty today because of Eurofurence. Because I know at least 2 or 3 people who said the days prior in chat that they were going to Eurofurence. still here just hyper-focused on drawing. That's fair. Thank you for hanging around. I think you're the only viewer right now because if you count as that one. So you and I, buddy, working, concentrated. I'm not sure if I should have gone at this nose with that much orange. It could have been too much orange. Probably should have gone for a cooler tone, but it's too late now. I don't know, I'm using currently soft pastels to shade in shading on these noses, and sometimes soft pastels really stick and they make these really bright and nice colors, and sometimes they just don't stick at all, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. There probably is, I'm just not knowledgeable enough. Probably the pigments, yeah, maybe. But also, yeah, I know like reds tend to stick more than most anything else, which is kind of nice to know. But sometimes it feels like it's just the day. Some days, these pigments are like, nah, don't want to stick, don't want to do anything. And that just feels unfair. Oh, I just remembered. I wanted to do a Luna doll for the convention. I'm not sure if I'll have the time. I think if I get to printing it today or over the weekend would be enough. I could make the Luna next week. Yeah, this blue doesn't stick at all. What a typical blue. But I don't really have, I mean, I have the second blue that I could try. Maybe that one is better. It's also darker, so maybe that's just generally better. Oh yeah, now we're doing something. Now we're getting somewhere. By the way, Wolfie, what are you drawing? Did you already tell me what you're drawing and I just forgot? No, I don't think you said it. Okay, I think the nose is not going to get better. We're going to leave it at that. This one actually already looks pretty good. I feel like we need a blush in here. Should probably go for an orange blush, but I don't want to. Let's go for a red. Actual red blush. Just randomly got an idea for a potential persona, so I'm just trying that. That's cool. Murder Drones is back. Welcome back, Murder Drones fan number 1. Yeah, I think this nose is done. I've had a really hard time with any pigment sticking on top of these metallics. Maybe the metallic noses just need to stay like they are. You're painting noses, yes. So my clicker keychains that I just made, I made them in 3 variations: canine, feline, and human. And the human noses are much more work than the canine and feline ones. So I'm only making 9 human noses out of a total of 100 noses. So they're going to be a bit rare. But my paint today doesn't want to stick very well, so I'm kind of fighting here with the paint and the varnish and everything else. Can I see the clicker? I mean, yeah. I can show you a clicker if my hands are not too dirty. These are the clickers that I just made, you know. Can hold it up to my microphone to make it click a bit. And I don't have a finished human nose clicker yet because all of these are in progress. Also don't have a finished feline because all of those are also still in progress. The paint sticks to, like, not the area where it's supposed to, but next to the area, which is really weird. I might wipe this down and then I'll put on another layer of varnish and try again later. Might be the best solution, but I think the other noses are looking pretty decent. Drawing someone from Murder Drones. I can't remember their name and I'm so excited. That's great. I have a slight feeling that you really like Murder Drones. I'll do some 3D modeling. So the clickers have these clicker bases, and I've only modeled the canines so far, so we're gonna model some clicker bases for the felines and the human noses. And for some reason I have a tiny chair. I feel like I'm 7 as I'm sitting here. I have appeared again. Welcome back, Maple. I'm not exactly sure anymore when you left, but I've moved on to 3D modeling some nose boxes. Do you know the song Monster Dotex Remix? No. It's a good song, you should listen to it. What kind of genre is it? My feet are freezing. There is something about that. Get a blanket. This song is horrendous. I feel like I should curate my music a bit more. I always just turn on a random thing. Putting socks on, that sounds like a very wise decision. My computer is lagging. That's not great, though, you know, if all of you guys feel like your computer is lagging, it might be my internet lagging, because that happens too. Going to jump from my other account. All right. Now I'm typing on my iPad. It's fine for me. All right. Okay. Yeah, my internet is just actual trash. So sometimes there's problems with it, but it's good that there aren't any currently. Boo boo about my bad internet? Like, are you booing my bad internet? Nothing we can do about it for now. Sadly. What should I draw again? Wolfie says a horse. Horses are fun words are hard. I'm still in my dragon phase, so I'm going to say dragon. Oh, I just modeled a lot of stuff I didn't even need to model because I don't have a fluffy version of the human nose. That was silly of me. Anyway. Okay, so that is the human nose done. So I only need to do the feline. I went horse riding last week. Was it fun? I have to say I went horse riding like twice in my life. But it was fun when I did it. The horse's name was Shadow. That's very epic. Bye. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, that wasn't the goal. Here we go. How are you always working and making things? It's incredible. First up, hello, how are you doing today? The truth is, this is my job. So, I'm not always working, but you know, I make stuff quite a lot because I make stuff for a living. Hope that answers your question. I took care of a goat named Zoro. That's a very fancy name for a goat. Whenever I hear, like, I think about goats, I think about that movie with Adam Sandler. You know which movie I mean? Zohan, I think it's called. It's where he's somewhat of a superhero. I don't know if he's supposed to be a superhero. It's a really strange movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just a bit odd. It's a cool work. I enjoy watching it. Thank you. That's very kind. I guess it's a pretty unique job, isn't it? But also currently, you know, this is convention preparation, so it's also a lot of variety in what I do. If I don't have con prep, then I do a lot of, you know, just standard fursuit making, I guess. Which is also interesting, just not that, you know, not that much of a change, not that many different things. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Let's get rid of that. I wish I could merge these, but I don't think I can in this program. Oh gosh. This is better. I'm playing Wildcraft. What is Wildcraft? Okay, that looks like a lot of shapes, so we're going to turn that into not quite as many shapes. Go down by not 11, 10, please. Here we go. I've been getting lost in Fields of Mystria recently. I've been playing a lot of Fields of Mystria. It's really good. Where's my sketch? Where did everything go? Hello? I feel like I lost everything. Apparently, currently, I am looking at my sketch, but it's just gone. Oh no, it's just tiny for some reason. Alright. I think I went up by 8.3. It's a survival game where you play as different animals you have to level up. That sounds nice. Sounds like a good game. Oh, yeah, okay. I often have trouble playing games because I'm on Mac, and a lot of stuff is just not an option on Mac. That's a bit annoying. Oh, wrong direction. I have to be careful of inappropriate people even though the game is aimed for kids. Yeah, I feel like that's a general problem. If there's a game that's aimed for kids, there will be people who want things from kids in bad ways. Somehow you have to combat that. Okay, new folder. This is feline, small. This is feline. What did I call it? Fluffy? Fluffy. Feline. Okay. Now I just need my imp folder. And let's remove that object from that object. Subtract. Keep originals of removed bodies. Perfect. Why can I not subtract that? What's going on here? Why is it showing me only the tools that I don't want to use? Why can I not remove this? Oh no, I found a Wattpad story about murder drones. Why is that bad? To be honest, I haven't been on Wattpad in quite a while. The ads are overwhelming, to say the least. But Wattpad isn't bad. Why are they always in different language? Can't you filter by language? Boolean operation failed. Why are you failing at this Boolean operation? I don't understand. What is your problem, program? Do I have to just make that body again? Are you having trouble with that one? But why would you have... Oh, why is that cut off? Oh, I think I made a mistake somewhere. Okay. Now it's still okay. So then subtract. Keep originals of removed bodies. What? Why? And it cut that off. It cut the wrong thing off. Why would you do that? Subtract. Keep originals of removed bodies. That should be correct now. Yes, perfect. Okay. Okay. Now I have kind of everything I need to print these, besides a printer that's not currently working. printer will be working for another 16 minutes. All right. That's not all too long. So what do I do now? What do I have on my to-do list that needs to get done? I need to make more stickers. But I actually have absolutely no idea about sticker designs. What would be some fun sticker designs to make? Okay, I'll export that later. I think this might be a good time to take a lunch break, you guys. I was pretty productive. I need to do some brainstorming and then come back and figure out what else needs to get done in this workshop. So I think I'll be ending the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me so far. And then I hope to see you another time.